What up, AA? It's Hobbs doing Zach Eisen's vlog challenge this time. And I'm just going to get into it because I tend to rant for a little bit, so I'm going to make it as short as I possibly can. 3 facts about myself would be I'm a film student on vacation at the moment because I'm po as shit. And I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. That's why I'm wearing the hat. And I love art, philosophy. Like, film is my main interest, obviously, but I mean, I pretty much like any form of art, especially animation and video games at the moment. It's just something that I feel is like the medium evolving in a sense, just like how like non-motion pictures became motion pictures, blah blah blah. It's a combination of them all. See, rant. What first got me into anime? I mean, I could give the obvious answer like I did the other one about Macross and Robotech, whatever you want to call it, but that's not really what got me into anime because at the time I didn't really try to differentiate cultures or anything like that. So, I mean, I did see Ghost in the Shell when I was pretty young, but I mean, obviously I didn't understand that shit at all. But when Fooly Cooly came out when I was in 7th grade, I was 12 years old, just like Takun, the protagonist in Fooly Cooly, I started realizing like how much more effective that medium was than like per se like most films that are done in America. So it got me kind of hooked, and plus it was really fucking crazy for what it was. So I had to start doing some research and figuring out what more of these things were and where they're coming from. So that's what got me hooked on all of it. And what do I like about anime and manga? I love animations and I love reading, so both of those are perfect for me to get into. American culture and the censors and the cheesiness from all of our stuff is just fucking retarded, man. So I chose that over anything. And plus, like, you can get you can go from complete slapstick comedy to just like brutal, over the top gore. So you get the best of like every world. So yeah, that's what I like about anime and manga. Do I watch anime because it looks good or because it's popular? I'll never fucking watch something just because it's popular. Usually it's pretty fucking stupid. And, I mean, 3/4 of the world's fucking retarded. So, there we go. That's why I won't do it. But I will watch a popular one for reference or, like, to review it and stuff like that. Usually I don't like them. Like, recently I did, obviously I did Attack on Titan. I watched that, and that shit was shit. And then I watched Higurashi, I don't even know what the other crap for it was, but that was the worst fucking experience I've ever had with anime. So, fuck you, Higurashi. I've already said that before, but yeah, fuck you. What makes a good anime? I can go on fucking forever about this one. I like a completed story. I don't like threads to be dangling or anything like that. I really do like good character development, but that's not necessarily needed because some good anime has shit character development, just a good plot. But a complete story definitely needs a complete story. I don't like every fact shoved in front of your face. I mean, that does help other people out and things like that, but like Ghost in the Shell, that's when you kind of got to go into, or Serial Experiments Lane. Those are two that you kind of got to go into with knowledge outside of anime itself to understand what's going on. So I like it to pull in science and stuff, but that doesn't necessarily make it a good anime. I think what really makes a good anime really has to be its complete telling without any loose threads. Everything tends to make sense. I mean, you can go over the top as long as it's somewhat entertaining. And I guess that's another key point, is that it's entertaining. So I think that a complete story, and it's got to have good art and style to it. Like, definitely got to have its own style or art. So, complete story, style, and I guess just overall entertainment. Those are just the 3 things I really think makes it. Favorite protagonist and antagonist? Oh, okay. I'm just going to list off 2 of them to begin with because I don't really want to get into it too much. I mean, Edward Elric and Himura Kenshin, or Kenshin Himura. God damn it, I can't believe I just mixed those up. But those 2 in particular I really like because of Kenshin doesn't really develop during the story, but you find out more about him from the beginning. And then if you watch Trust and Betrayal, you actually see the character development, which I really do like a lot. And then Edward Elric, obviously, for he's just so fucking cool. He's funny. But one character that I feel is really, really underappreciated is Lane from Serial Experiments Lane. She does like the most selfless act ever in the end of it. So seriously, check that shit out. I don't want to spoil it for anyone because it's a short anime and I could easily spoil it. And then for the protagonist, actually I gotta go a little fucking more mainstream here. Sensui from Yu Yu Hakusho was the fucking craziest thing I have ever seen. Like, it takes like what everyone thinks is of like these super plotted out characters and stuff like that. He does that. He's fucking insane, which I don't want to ruin that either because that's a fucking with the twist moment. And oh god, he's a fucking badass, dude. I can't ever forget like the scene where him and Yusuke are fighting in the street and he kicks him through a fucking wall, tries to kill his friends, and then runs, stops, and then kicks his ass again. Like, Sensui is dope. Check out that like arc in Yu Yu Hakusho to like, if you haven't really watched it, just fucking skip to that arc. Fuck the Dark Tournament. It's fucking forever. And then Naraku, actually. Because that dude is like the personification of evil. I can't really use personification for that guy either because he's a fucking demon now, but you get the fucking point. And then, has an anime's fan base ever made me hesitant to watch an anime? Fuck yeah. Oh man, high school, like I gotta thank some people on here for kind of enlightening me on this, because in high school there was just those stupid fucking kids wearing all the Naruto crap, and I hated those kids to begin with, so it just kind of turned me off of what that show could have been about. So, yeah, I guess it really does turn me off on some of them, and the hype never lives up to expectations, so I won't, I tend to avoid those at all costs until the last moment. So yeah, it ruins it for me. And for my genre, like what my favorite genre is, I mean, I'm just going to say the demographic for seinen, because I guess I kind of grew out of other ones, so seinen is perfect for me. And usually a horror, a thriller, or anything psychological, but I still do love a good comedy or a good slice of life, as long as it's not like, I don't know how to explain it. As long as it's just not dull. Like, Welcome to the NHK is a perfect slice of life, because there's like random stuff going on. Even though it's a slice of life, you get like elements of like getting stuck in an MMORPG. This was before Sword Art Online came out, by the way. Way before. And just stuff like that, and he didn't really get stuck. He was just stuck in his own fucking head. Love NHK, man. And then The Daily Lives of High School Boys. It's not fucking what I normally watch. Like, I love like any good, well-written comedy. Like, I've tried watching Gintama like 50 to 100 times now. I don't know how many episodes I've seen of it. I don't like it. Its pacing's terrible, so there's definitely instances where comedy goes wrong. And then ideas on cosplay, I don't do it, because I'm my own motherfucking character, bitch. But no, seriously, I think it's cool. Like, I might get into it one day, but at the moment, it's just such a fucking expensive hobby. I don't know how some people do it, but props. Hella props to that shit, because some of it comes out really, really, really good. So, yeah. I like cosplay, I just have never done it. Never even had a chance to. I've never attended a con, so I've attempted to attend a con, but I've never been able to get tickets for one, or that they were just way overpriced here, even though it's just fucking Missouri. So I just never got a chance to go to one. I mean, I probably will in the future, but I haven't yet. Thoughts on live action adaptations? Yeah, they usually fucking suck dick. They're so bad most of the time. Like, I watched the Castron Sins one, and oh man. And usually, this is one thing that it's really weird that America does excel in compared to Japan. It's CG in a film. Usually Japanese films, or any foreign film for that matter, are fucking bullshit when it comes to like CGI effects and things like that. Like, Castron was total shit. The There's a couple ones that were good, like the Rurouni Kenshin, obviously, because I'm a huge fan of that. There's one that I do kind of want to see, and it's supposed to be kind of shitty, but only a few people have seen it. It's called Full Metal Fantasy, which the cast of Full Metal Alchemist did during the making of the first one, I believe. But it hasn't been released anywhere, and it's not an official movie or anything like that. But I do want to see it because I love Full Metal. And the Mushishi movie was pretty cool. It just had a really indie style film to it, so I mean, I'm just gonna like that regardless of anything. But like everyone else is saying, fuck Dragon Ball Evolution. That is total shit. Fuck that crap. Will I ever stop watching anime? No, I really doubt it. I mean, I have phases where I die on it and don't watch it as much, but I don't think I will ever totally stop watching anime. Like, I just love animations in general, so and just any art form, sorry about that, goddamn sketty, but any art form, anything like that, I love, like, so I'm never just gonna, like, put it down. There's no reason to. I mean, I'll lose interest for a moment, but that's just a phase. And I'm gonna miss my gore, but I have a little handy dandy notebook here for the other questions. And for the AA friends list, I mean, I actually have to start with this because these people kind of like gave me hope for the world again because they're only 14 and they write badass shit and they're cool as hell. Because I got to give Natman Shinobi, Rencho, and Bunny Chan a shout out because that blew my mind that they're younger than half the people on AA and actually are like far more intelligent. And then obviously, I mean, some people are already gonna know that they're gonna get one, but who gives a fuck? Anna Monster, Zach Eisen, Lily Sama, Jade Miss Murder, Lang. I do not know the fucking numbers of that, and there's only 4 of them. That's how bad I am with fucking numbers. Mr. 8, Lady Rain, Red Wash, Scorpio, Bake Monotone. I hope I said that right, because I think that's what it is. And then Dom, which, the last 3 I talk to every now and then, they probably won't even watch this, but it's worth at least giving them a shout out. And then, advice for AA, for the love of fucking God, quit fucking spoiling things. Like, I don't even know what the other one was I was looking on, and it was a spoiler, but I do remember when I got onto this Clanad one. Some fucking idiot's just like, yeah, you should have saw, or it's so sad when this happens. Like, what the fuck, dude? Now I can't ever watch that because I'm not gonna get the feels from that bullshit. So, fuck you, whoever did that. Fuck you and your fucking ass with a narwhal spike. And, like, stop recommending series that is just your favorite. And, like, dude, I don't know how many times I've been recommended a series and it's just like, oh, you should check this fucking shit out. It's fucking great. And I watch it and I'm like, what the hell did I just watch? Like, this is stupid as hell. I don't want to tell them, like, this sucked, dude. But just, like, listen to people. Pay attention to what their actual interests are instead of just, like, pushing what you like onto people because a lot of time people don't have the same tastes and stuff like that. Like, I know I recommend Mushishi a lot, but there's certain people I don't recommend it to because they won't totally get it. The same thing that goes with Casher and Sins or Kashan, whatever you want to call it. And stop hyping up total bullshit. I hate getting on there and it's Fairy Tail, Attack on, like, Titan, and oh god, I'm just so sick of it, man. And that's just a personal thing. I don't really think people should do that. Yeah, I do. I fucking hate Fairy Tail and Attack Online. Attack Online. That's just, that sums it up. Like, I'm sick of seeing the exact same things over and over again with no content. Like, if you're gonna make a post, like, or blogging, just don't reblog it. Like, even the sentence is cool if you get a point across. Like, I put up memes and shit like that. But then every now and then I'll put up a really long blog. So, I mean, you can definitely get a buy with the shorter blogs and things like that, but I hate reblogging. Like, I hate seeing so many reblogs on a page, and that's all it is. Like, this post is great, check it out. This post is great, check it out. I'm sick of that shit. So, get creative, people. I want to see some cool-ass shit. And there's a lot of stuff that can be done, so do it. But, thanks for watching this entire thing. I just realized it's almost 15 minutes now. So, peace.